Good evening, everybody. Just in short moments from now, we will have our special guest join us, the NightWatchmen and Paranormal Investigation team. So bear with me. We're also going to be giving some prizes away. You know, if you can answer a trivia question correctly, if you get called in and you want to play, you know, just ask to be invited in. We'll invite you in. We'll read you the trivia questions we got here, and if you answer it correctly, you can win yourself a prize. So we're just gonna hang in here because I'm kind of early tonight. So I wanted to explain a few things because I got some good shows coming for you all. You know, I don't got them written down here, unfortunately, but I do got them on the page. Next week we're going to be seeing a nice haunted location. We're going to tour around, you know. I no longer do paranormal investigations, so now I'm going to sit back, do these kind of shows for you guys, you know. And this way it helps other paranormal teams find clients out there that are close to their home. So do this. So then on August 16th, we'll have Dark Soul Paranormal join us. They're from the United Kingdom. And then August 23rd, we'll be visiting a historical location. From that historical location, we'll go to can't quite remember what we're doing September 30th right now. But just hang in there, I'll figure it out as the program goes on. Like I said, everything's written down on the page, all our events and whatnot, you know, so we'll see what we can do from there on. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm trying to find your other members here.
I didn't even know you could do this on live, so that's exciting.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they're on the right page here, but I know you're here.
They have more answers to the stuff than I do, though. It's going to
Yeah.
be pretty boring with just me.
Well, I got a message from come on, Obsidian, down. Hey. Okay. Just give me a second here.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay, I sent him a message, so. Hey, you get down. Thank you.
Usually I'm the one running late.
Yeah. Oh. Can you see me?
Yep.
Okay, for some reason I don't see you.
Oh. Um. Hmm. I don't know how to fix that.
I know they make this so hard with technology today. I know. Uh,
I don't want to touch anything in case I mess it up.
yes.
Do you have something with drumming going on?
What's that?
Do you have anything with drumming?
I got my air conditioner going actually.
Okay, maybe that's it. I'm hearing like drumming or something. I was like, what is that? They're still not on?
No,
That's weird.
like I hear you, but I don't. All I got is a black screen.
Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't even give me options for like settings.
Guess your other teammates are having trouble getting on too.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, weird, eh?
Technology, isn't it great?
Yeah. I know there's like a little camera up there at the third one down.
Yeah. So I have the camera thingy, but it's just for turning it back and forward. I have what looks
Okay.
like a link thing.
Uh-huh.
It says open links added by live broadcaster. Um, then I have like a microphone thing, so I'm assuming I can mute myself,
Yeah.
but I don't have anything else.
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out how I can resend the link to them without being cut offline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I see Cheryl. She's watching. Hi, Cheryl.
Oh, there I go. I got her invited.
Oh, there
Oh,
she is.
uh, only my phone is working. I'm not sure why the other link isn't working, Mark.
Okay, I understand.
Only my phone is working. I'm not sure why.
Okay, I understand. Is everybody here?
I'm here.
That's weird how things work like that, eh?
Can you see me now or no?
No.
Hmm.
Cheryl there?
Yep. Oh, we can't hear her, but we can see her. Can't hear you, Cheryl. See, I can see everybody. I see you. Hi. No, we can't hear you yet.
We did earlier. Still nothing?
No, she's trying to get the audio to work.
Okay.
That's weird that it was working and then all of a sudden it quit working.
Yeah. So you enjoying the weather?
It's nicer now than it was, that's for sure.
I know. But I guess it's going to get hot again.
That's what I hear. That's
Yeah.
not looking forward to that. I'm ready for fall. I'm definitely a fall person.
Same here.
Yeah. I don't like the cold and I don't like the heat.
No, neither do I. I got some special guests watching us right here.
Oh, nice.
That's Isabella right there.
Okay.
My company don't really like her. They usually leave once they see her move.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Well, when I first got it, I didn't believe it. And I must have had her on this table for, God, maybe what, 2.5 months.
Okay.
Sat there, I must wrote, I don't know how many articles. And then on in the corner of my eye, I swore I seen a hand just go. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
no, I just didn't see what happened. So of course, I took my camera right up here.
Yeah.
I replayed it, and sure enough, the hand jumped up.
That's crazy.
So I moved her from the table and I put her over there in the window. That's where I usually keep her, but now the air conditioner's there. She's back on my table. But for days, her hair would either be in the front or it'd be in the back.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought, okay, something is going on with this doll. And I just added Mark in. But anyways, I thought,
Oh,
yeah, something's happening with this doll here. And sure enough, she was moving.
that's crazy.
My
I love.
company, they looked at me one day and they looked at me and they said, how is this possible? I said, yeah. They go, did that doll just move? I said, it could have. And next you know, they're like, oh, right at the door.
Oh, is that Mark McKee?
That's
Yeah,
me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
you can hear
All
ya.
right, I'm in. Cheryl's phone's lagging behind, so we'll shut it off. She's here.
Yeah.
It didn't like us today.
What's that?
It didn't like us today. Turn your
Yeah.
phone off. Her phone literally is like playing back a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
That's pretty funny.
That's weird.
All right, she's leaning over my shoulder. There's not enough room here.
It's okay.
My computer didn't work, so sorry everybody about that. It's Mark and Cheryl from the Night Watchmen. Hello, let's rock.
So, all right. My first question for you guys is, what's the history of your team, and how did you go? How did you get started? You know, and what city? And well, of course, we know you're from Ontario, but let's tell the fans this way. Hopefully, I can find you guys some more clients.
Oh, there you go. It started with me and Cheryl getting married. I've been doing this 30 years ago, 30 years long, a long time. We got married and then we decided that we were in Haunted Ottawa Paranormal Society as potential members and never were allowed full membership. So we got tired of waiting and just formed our own team with a friend and picked up some other people along the way. The Night Watchman was founded just to kind of clean up paranormal a little, I guess, is more of my thing. A heavily scientific background, and we picked Melanie up on the corner and brought her in. I'm just kidding, but I'll let her
I'm,
tell you. Like
I'm the
she's
second
awesome.
wife.
She's awesome people, and Sarah's always happy. See, you hand her a K2 meter, she looks like that, or death row wherever you send her.
Yes.
So that's kind of what we're doing. Is we formed a team. Wanted to have some more science, less gadgetry at the time. It's kind of funny in paranormal. You fall in love with gadgetry, and then you fall out of love with it. Then you fall in love with it. Then you hate it again. So it's up and down with that. But we're down to three right now. Well, we've got four other people that run with us, but right now I'd say there's three core members that actually do stuff for the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think the last time I did an article on you guys, there was what? There was 6 of you.
A lot.
Yeah, there's six. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny with the paranormal. It's not, I don't think it's people like saying we just hate each other. It's just if you're a scientific team, there will come a day where your heads just bash each other. You don't get along. There's
Exactly.
Christine, you don't. It's kind of an interesting thing in the paranormal because everybody has their opinion, and it's valid because we're not doing science, we're doing pseudoscience.
Exactly.
So kind of like I let people go if they want to go, they can go. Real life. One member's real life problems, so I'm not going to out her on that. She's still here, and another member's real life problems. It's like, hey, real life's more important than chasing things we don't know if they even exist.
Yeah. Yeah. When I ran my team at one time, I had 12 of us,
Wow.
but out of the 20 years, it ended up being between three original people, and it just doesn't matter how big you can get. Sooner or later, you'll find yourself with a shorter team sooner or later.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
true.
yeah. So because it's either they end up starting families or they move, and like you were saying, some members become in disagreements. I've had disagreements with some of my team members, and they partied, and I wish them luck on their way journey, starting their own team and that. But there's been times, I hear what you're saying there.
Oh, for sure.
I prefer a
So
smaller team. Like when
yeah,
doing
Honest,
investigations and stuff, I like the smaller team. There's less contamination, I find. So
exactly.
yeah, I prefer a smaller
And
team.
it's Ian, get down. Hey, see everybody seeing what you're doing.
yeah, ours is lurking. It's ready to bark at any moment.
Yeah, that's what mine's doing too. She's like, if somebody moves, I'm gonna bark.
Yeah,
I'll let Cheryl have the camera a little.
Oh, that's
That's enough. I'm just it's our inside joke.
yes.
yeah. But yeah, not only that, when I find that you got a smaller team, you're not constantly telling people to be quiet.
Yep, exactly.
Yes.
You're not telling them to be quiet, or you're not arguing over that's real, it's not. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
I love the young people. I do. I love when they come in, but false positives bother me when they're so excited and you're like, no, it's the air conditioner outside your window causing your EMF to go off. And they're like, no, it's not. It's like, yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh, you got too close to the REM pod with your phone.
Yeah, your cell phone went off next to the REM pod.
I was actually watching a video the other day of one of our investigations, and the look on the girl's face when the coyote started howling. And when her face went towards the camera, she was like, well, that was the last time she was on my team was that night.
Those darn coyotes. They'll get you
Yeah,
every time.
she came, she was in training, and she lasted one night.
We
Oh
we
wow.
were we we were in Picton, and I really thought that I would end up with a fox or something or a bear lurking up on us because we were right at the edge of the woods
Yeah,
in the middle of the night. And I'm like, this is not going to be good when we see like a bear coming down the hallway. But
Surprise!
surprise, I'm here.
I was up in Bruce Haven there back a couple years ago, and we were going to head into this one spot, and we heard rattlesnakes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I just looked at the team and I said, whatever you do, do not keep walking forward. And I said, when you walk backwards, make sure you're keeping an eye to your side of you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's a good thing we're all in hiking boots, our ankles and that were covered. But what I'm worried about is when, they come up like this and strike.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just afraid of one of my team members getting struck by a
Thanks.
That's the
rattlesnake.
fun part about paranormal. And a rattler can strike 1.5 times their body length. So if it's 6 foot,
Yeah,
it's hitting you at 9.
exactly.
Generally, they get
And,
away from you though.
and they're quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my next question for you guys is, how do you select cases to investigate?
Mark tells me.
Look at this. I always said I was going to be like Bosley with a bunch of women on my team and just sit at nurse center and be like, go
Mark,
girls.
Mark bosses us around and tells us what to do.
Oh, don't do that.
I'm joking.
Oh, good God. It's kind of funny with me is being like slightly spiritual. Um, not really slightly, but a lot. I'll kind of feel the people out, when they call. Some people you can straight up feel the bipolar right off the bat, and you're like, no, I'm not going there because
Yeah.
this is mental health. It's not paranormal. Or if somebody's really in trouble, we go, irregardless, because we had a place that we ended up with like some kind of aliens on video.
Uh-huh.
Um, I can't show because I signed an agreement with the owner not to share this, but
And you
it's
feel
really
human.
screwed
Yeah.
up.
It's creepy.
She's seen it. Yeah, it's creepy. So that house delivered, and I expected nothing the night we went there. I was like, there won't be nothing. These people, there's a lot of weed smell outside. I was like, they're just smoking weed and paranoid. And the more I got to know the people, they're actually really good friends of ours now. Um,
Uh-huh.
and that's kind of how it delivered. We got called out on Halloween. Of course, everybody at a paranormal gets called out that night. I went out because I thought the guy's life was in danger, and his house hasn't been painted in like 20 years. So
Okay.
with matrixing his living room, if you sit down in it, you'll start seeing faces in the wall. And I was like, dude, if you go to Rona with $20 and you paint this all white again, you won't see these anymore. And and the other thing he was doing, which was hilarious about that case, is he was watching Netflix killer movies 24/7, 365. And I was like, maybe you should watch The Proposal or Star Wars or something else besides slice them up and grind them up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. We look at places we haven't been before, or somebody gives us a hint, hey, I can get you in here. Melanie spends a lot of time, and she's been amazing at it. She got us in a couple of places I couldn't get us in. So I called guy prejudiced on some of them. You got to have a male-female team. Some people just don't like the big guy. So we have to beg, do the right way. I'd like groups to know to do it the right, get permission. I have not broken any place since the 90s. In the 90s, we used to sneak into places. So, hi, Casey.
Hi, Keith.
Christine Hamilton's here
Nice day.
too. So it's kind of like that. It's like with the U.S. when we look at the big places, it's like which big place should we go next?
Yeah.
Um, I'm in love with Pinhurst just because it's not going to be there in 5 years. There's no way they're too far behind. In all my years of structural building houses, being a chemical guy, I can tell you those buildings are coming down. I don't think they're going to be able to save but one of them. So that's the sad part about paranormal is places
Yeah.
like that. Nobody wants to go to asylum and check it out once it's empty, except for us. It's just not lucrative enough anymore.
The way I look at it, I love the history of those places because when they're condemned and abandoned like that, they're more spooky, they're more eerie, and it's like a calling.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, when we walked around Pinhurst when we were there, we rented it for the night. It was like walking in Silent Hill. You're just waiting for something to come out and grab you. So besides paranormal, parapsychology is more Pinhurst's style too, because you're kind of on the edge of your seat the whole night because you're like, this is really creepy, you
yeah,
know. And some of the positives we got there, I believe, were us, tripping ourselves out.
Yeah, we're good like that.
We're good like that.
yeah,
I've kind of learned, like Don, at the big places, I tell people, go have fun. Don't tear it down scientifically for 3 days. Enjoy it for the day you're there. Enjoy it for the next day. Day three is the time where you really start thinking, well, wait a minute. There was electricity in this area. There was light on. There was an emergency flashing exit light. So, okay, maybe some of my EMF was that. But I kind of tell people now, just enjoy the night you're there because you don't want to spend the whole night being like Joe Scientist tearing it down.
exactly. And usually, if I always caught a photo and if you're not sure what's in there, what I don't understand is how people can sit there and say they captured something, because I've always said to audience and that is we may have captured, because you get too many skeptics out there in that, and they'll sit there and argue with you. How do you know you captured not? So I always use the term, it's best to use the term is we may have captured some paranormal presence, but it also, and then I also give them another explanation of what it also could be, like you were saying earlier about those faces in the wall. Getting a
Yeah.
can of paint and painting it, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Because I even find with photos, you take a photo sometimes and it's going to show something on the wall that you can't see with your own eyes because of the light coming off and with the camera lens and so on. There was one time I was in the Blue Ghost Tunnel. I took a photo and I'll send this photo to you guys. It almost looks like, how they say the fireman died in the Blue Ghost Tunnels there with that fire in the train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in the one photo I got, it almost looks like there's a fireman standing there.
Oh, wow.
But I never told people that I captured the photo. I always said this could be, I may have captured, and I said, and I also explained it, that it could be a possibility of, and I want to try to keep everybody happy in the paranormal world, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
like Mark was saying there, you want to enjoy that night. You don't want to come right to speculations, how can you do that without reviewing videos and evidence and stuff? So I hear what you're saying basically there, go out and enjoy that night, and because there's also been times I've walked in places and just because you don't have lights and that on, there's still power running in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And
People like to forget that underground power lines are still active.
Yeah.
exactly,
Even though the place has got no power, the lines underneath are still going.
that's right. I
And
even had one. I even had
nat,
one team. Go ahead.
well, natural gas is another one that carries EMF.
Yes. So does radon.
Yeah.
And a lot of my team members, they've asked me over the years, what is radon? And I said to them, it's basically a natural radiant odor that forms in basements from being damp. And I said a lot of times, a lot of paranormal investigators will mistaken radon as EMFs and stuff like that, thinking there's activity. And they said, well, how do you rule that out? And I said, you got to get a radon detector.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, do we got one? I said, yeah, just go over there in the purple bag. It's the black box we got over there, and it'll tell you if it's radon or not. And they'll walk around with it. And one girl looked at me and she goes, well, this is picking up radon. I said, well, take the K2 meter over there and the EMF meter over there and watch what happens. And she looked at me and she goes, they're going off. I said, okay, walk away from the radon, go into a spot where there's very little. And she walked over and she goes, it totally disappeared practically off the EMF meter, but the K2 meter is still showing a bit. I said, that's because of the radon. And I said, a lot of people don't understand because when they get educated with other teams, they forget to teach them the basic principles of certain things like microwaves, the fridge, even speakers, because the magnetic, well, not magnetic, but the magnets inside speakers, and it's one thing I've always taught my team. Take your whatever piece of equipment you're using at the time, and if you're getting a signal, walk a little close to where you're at, towards the wall or whatnot, and if the signal starts picking up stronger as you're walking towards that area, I said it's probably that appliance or whatnot. But yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see,
yeah,
and that's something. I guess when you're older, you see a lot of young people will buy a K2 and form a team, and they're a team, and it's like, well, hang on, And then the step one is to form the team. Step two is suddenly you have 5 psychic mediums. Step three, they're going to people's houses and telling them they don't realize that they're in their person's house. The person has to live in that house, and they're doing damage. So
Exactly.
this it's something that I always say to the young teams, please listen to us old people who've done this for a while, because we've made mistakes as well. But you don't need to go do private investigations of people's house with a K2 and say, see it lit, it's a ghost. Well, you leave, but the people that stay there don't sleep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think one of the worst cases I was on was a woman said she called and she had tried to commit suicide. Um, in the archives, her house proved that there was a boy that died on a bicycle out front. There was a guy that hung himself and that was true. But it was a team had gone in and done a psychic medium night and really screwed it up by saying that the woman lived in a mortuary. So here she thinks, okay, the previous owner committed suicide. Another owner's son got killed on a bicycle. I'm next, you know.
Mhm.
And when we went in there, she said, "Oh, I went to a tarot reader, and she told me that I'm cursed." And it's like, oh my god, you know, we're at the worst, the break of hell here.
I
Uh,
remember. Sorry. But I remember the other day watching your one video there, Mark.
yeah.
What's this object you're talking about that you don't, that you're kind of iffy of going around?
Oh, so well, I was talking about this travel with Annabelle, you know, and here's my thing. Like, if Annabelle really was that bad, things should have been incinerated. If I'm Ed and Lorraine Warren and I'm cleansing the house, I'm throwing Annabelle in the freaking, stove. Second is to take it on a tour. Um, if it is really that bad, you've got general public riding in a plane that don't have a clue that there's a haunted object that supposedly is Satan's like spawn. And it's just at the end of the day, yeah, everybody wants to go see this Annabelle doll, but if Ed and Lorraine locked it in the basement and said keep it in the basement, and they didn't really show it off, it probably should be in the basement.
Yeah.
Um, my other thing is though, we give too much into that. I mean, did the guy parapsychology? And I want to be respectful, but when we look at parapsychology, if you're carrying Annabelle around in a suitcase, um, your blood pressure is going to be sky high. You're not going to sleep. You're always going to wonder because supposedly the urban legend has told you that this is hell. So you're going to put yourself into a psychosis that's going to raise your blood pressure and cause you to not sleep and cause other things that could be saved. Um, so I think we always jump to that it's a cursed doll when I don't think all dolls are cursed, but I have come across a couple. Now I'll say Robert, if you go meet Robert in Key West, it's horrible. He's a cute doll. I won't say anything bad about him because I'm not joined in the list. But if you talk to the person that watches Robert, they look like they're like haven't slept in 14 years, and the lady's like, "Yeah, don't disrespect him because you'll get hit by a car when you walk out of here." And I'm like, "Huh?" I just came to see Robert the doll. I didn't know what I was doing, you know.
Yeah.
So it kind of done. I guess it's kind of like I say to investigators, the Gary, Indiana house. Zach Vega's got it there. I mean, the people that investigated that one, they got it good. Um,
Yeah.
and they probably should have burnt the house down and poured concrete over it before they let a paranormal investigator in there. Um, it's on the police record that the kid walked the wall across the ceiling and down the other side, not breakdancing, but this is a hospital. And it was on the police report. So it's the one case out there that there is a police report of a kid walking up the wall across the ceiling and down. So, you as an investigator, we're curious. We're out to prove the paranormal, but are you out to push it to an edge of endangering yourself or hurting others, or, it's not science at this point. You're asking for trouble, carrying a doll around. We interact with Robert Waldo at the Diablo Manor, and he's a lovely little ventriloquist doll. But his owner was found stabbed with baby footprints around him, and that doll sitting in the corner of the room. So it's not
And it has a reputation of being the third most haunted doll in North America.
yeah. Waldo has a Scott will tell you he's coming on your show. I saw. Ask him about the night they were all having a bonfire and he was in the gypsy wagon. And he's behaves, but since we've known Scott in a year, he has launched himself and he's chained to the wall. He's not loose. He has launched himself off the wall. They go down in the morning and he's in the middle of the floor. I've seen people go in the Diablo Manor and call him ugly, disrespect him, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't. I think there's a level of having some etiquette about it. Is we need to step back as investigators and just investigate the paranormal and treat things with respect
Exactly.
and not open a door. Everybody talks about portals, doors, and shit. Let's just not open these doors. If it's really that bad, probably should just leave it alone.
That I agree with you 100%, because I've been on investigations before where they've had other people come in, and I swear after they've been in, they've just made things more chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've heard of this one lady, she came in. She was supposed to be some kind of a good witch or whatever, and then I just looked at the lady and I said, "What?" She goes, "Well, yeah, she came in with a Ouija board and started doing all these things." And I said, "Are you serious?" And I go, "What's happened, son?" She goes, "That's why I called you, because things just went mayhem."
Yeah.
And I thought, "Oh God, don't tell me."
Yeah. Yeah. People do this to people. They don't realize that you're going to someone's house. They have to live there. They have to stay
Yeah,
there. They have to. It's not your thing as an investigator to go there and open up shit or stir shit up or go full Zach Bagans, which I love Zach Bagans, but you don't go in there and go full Zach Bagans.
that's right.
Um, I'm pretty sure if you would talk to Zach and Aaron and ask them if they would have rather gone to try to be celebrities in some other realm versus the paranormal, they'd probably tell you they might wish different. Those guys
Yeah,
haven't had good lives, and that's the sad thing. Everybody hates Zach, but he really is the first one that got the balls to go in bad places and stir the shit, you know.
have you ever had a paranormal encounter where you've been attacked?
Oh yeah, I have. Melanie, have you?
No. No.
No, no. We have had two people at least have gotten scratched while we were doing a paranormal investigation, but luckily, nothing more than hair pulling for me.
Yeah, I woke up at one house that I had that my father, who's awesome. I don't know if he's watching, but um, my basement flooded. I worked in a factory. I could not be not at the factory at that time because my life was just out of control. During that divorce time, my dad came over to clean my house because the basement had 6 inches of water. He's like, "I'll do it. You go to work." It literally happened in the morning. He called me like 2 hours later. I'm like, "What's going on, Dad?" He goes, "I'm leaving your house. Sorry, I can't stay here." He goes, "Your kitchen cabinets and doors have been opening and slamming. I've heard people walking down the hallway." And I was kind of laughing because I was like, "Yeah, it's been going on for a couple months."
Yeah,
But I went to bed that night and something kept opening and banging on my door would open and shut, which, scientist says your house is expanding, contracting, loose door. But I finally just covered my head up and I said, "Do what you got to do. I got to be at work in 8 hours, so I got to sleep." And I woke up and I had a scratch from the top of my head down to my ass, 3 lines. Couldn't completely straight lines, and you wouldn't be able to do that. I've always had these wide shoulders, even though I'm fat. I was used to be pretty big and muscle. There's no way I could have done that scratch. So it was an interesting evening of events, but yeah, I've had that happen. I haven't had like the demonic. There's never been like a demonic. Oh my God, there's a demon here. I have smelled sulfur at one place once at the Mitchell, and it's called the Whispers Mansion. I went there just as a joke. I found out that that's probably one of the worst places in the United States to spend the night in. Um, I got the sulfur that they claimed right on the stairs, and I was like, and every hair on my body was looked like I was on the Arctic tundra. But yeah, and it's one of those things I say as an investigator. Cheryl will tell you the story of her leaving me at in the boiler room.
Yeah. West Virginia Penitentiary. That one,
Sure.
that one was a real treat. Um, we had gone there earlier in the day and did one of the regular tours,
Uh-huh.
and then when we were out by the stairs, something was heard throwing rocks at us down the stairs. Well, after all that, they let people go and do their own thing. So off we went to the boiler room, where there was a history of some pretty horrific murders. Um,
Okay.
the history of the West Virginia pen is that about 1,000 inmates were murdered inside the pen. So it was, prisoners on prisoners. That type of death. So we went into where the boiler room where one of them was killed that way. And it was just, we both walked in and went, nope, nope, there's something really bad here. So started walking out backwards. Well, we got to a certain point and I just turned and left. I didn't mean to leave him behind, but it was all right. I'm out, and I ran up the stairs, and went out onto the courtyard, which is what I didn't realize was the original death row.
Mhm.
So I had a meter in my hand, and it was going off like the 4th of July. And I went back down to see where Mark was because he wasn't coming out yet. I was afraid, something had gotten him and was taking him back. So I went back down, and he's like, "Oh, you're back." Yeah, I'm back. It was definitely a very interesting place with a lot of very negative activity. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was one of the few times I've actually, left Mark behind
Yeah.
to die. No, not to die.
She left him to get possessed. She was like, get him.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've been anywhere that I would get attacked at, to be honest. I think most of
Yeah.
the Canadian ghosts are pretty friendly. And I've only been to Penhurst in the States, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
have a whole lot of
Argos say
experience.
sorry.
Yeah, I'll go say sorry.
Yeah, they're like, oh, sorry, I scared you. Boop.
It was the
Okay.
funniest. It was funny. I wish that was on film. Cheryl leaving me down there because I was like, well, I'm screwed.
All right. So what I want to do now is I want to keep a promise to my fans out there and people also watching on your end. Yes, we're giving away gifts.
Ooh.
And if you can answer a trivia question, you can have a chance. I even got crystals. Here's the first one that's up for grabs.
Ooh, I like crystals.
Cheryl's getting her
Do
phone
we
out.
get to
She's
win the
like, I gotta win one.
crystals?
Okay. I
I
also
made
got some.
crystal problem.
I got grand prizes here. I'm going to show one of the grand prizes. Okay. Well, actually, I'll show two. These are. This one's going to be given out this month. The other one's going to be given out next month. Okay.
Awesome. Oh, that's beautiful.
This is valued at $135.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was giving that to one of our sponsors, which I'll discuss at the end of the month when it's time to give it out, who sponsored it to us. Now, for the month of September, or we're in August now, right? September,
Yeah.
it'll be a crystal skull.
I want it.
Ooh.
And that'll be the grand prize for next month. Now, the object is when you answer a trivia question, you get a chance to either keep this first crystal or you can trade it into a ballot, sorry, for the grand prize. And there'll be 4 ballots or it depends on who trades in and who doesn't. It
Right.
could be just 1 ballot at the end of the month. You could be the lucky winner just off that, or, it could be 2 or whatever. It could be
Christine
4.
Campbell.
So you'd have either 1 in 4 chance, 1 in 3 chance come the end of the month for that shot. So it depends on who keeps and who doesn't. I'll mark it down, and every broadcast will be recorded live, and hopefully this one doesn't get erased on me like it did last week, so I'm not going to even touch it. I'm just going to let it be once I hit the end and let it download. So, if there's anybody out there that would like to play the game, trivia game,
I want to win.
just ask me, call in.
I'll roll you for it.
So this is our first one
You're
here.
rolling for it.
Beautiful crystal.
Awesome.
Nice.
Brand new, still has its sticker on the back. So
Is that an agate?
this one,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's a nice agate.
It's a nice, beautiful agate.
and it's got my initial D there.
Ooh.
Ah.
That was meant for you.
Oh.
Hey, you get down. You get down. Hey, get down. I'll take down
That
with
sounds
this.
like fun.
So, should I just call somebody up or?
I think we should call somebody up. Yep.
Okay, I see one right here. Just invited. See if they accept our invite.
Come to the dark
This is,
side.
this
She
is
declined
exciting.
that, so
What?
Da-da-da.
Da,
okay,
da,
I'll invite
da.
one. I'll invite another one. See if they would like to play a trivia game for a prize.
Come on. I'll
Come
whisper
on,
in
this will
your
be
ear.
fun. This is exciting. I like this.
It's a movie question. We got another decline, so
Nobody wants to
Oh,
win.
oh, we got a lot of shy people out there today, So
I don't bite. I'm ugly.
if
I
there's
promise you I
anybody
won't
out there,
fart.
you know, and like I said, they're good prizes. I got a bunch here for each week. You know,
Oh, wow. Nice.
Our side's
you
frozen.
can see right there.
I want the purple skull.
This one.
Yeah.
Well, that's another skull. I'd have to check the box to see what kind that is.
I like that.
And then we got a nice amethyst one here that was
Oh, I love
pared
amethyst.
down after, and
Oh, there we go. That
so
looks like an amethyst.
Yeah.
yeah.
My
There's that one
favorite.
that looks better. There's our grand prize for this month. It's a nice geode. I think I even said that wrong because I can't talk right now.
It's okay. We do that to people.
We make them speechless.
Yeah, we make people speechless. Cheryl can't go anywhere without somebody hit on her or asking her
I like the
that
woodwork
they're going to
on
buy a
that.
bear.
I'm stumbling my words. I do that really well.
Yeah, it's okay to stumble your words.
This Thursday, I get a chance to go out and pick up some Tim Hortons coupon gift cards because they're actually going to donate some to me. They asked me if I wanted a $25 card, and I said it'd be better if I took $5 cards. That way I can stretch them out for each
Nice.
week, you know. So
That works.
yeah,
Nice.
so
Well, this is
hopefully
a
we get
good
some coffee
podcast. You're
letters
giving
in
free
that.
stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try and invite one more person here and see
Okay.
All right.
see
Drum
if
roll,
they'd like to
please.
play a trivia game. Come on,
Christine Hamilton.
this one's to do with movies. You know, it's an easy question here, and we got declined again, so that's okay.
Gotta be.
I'll try one more time.
Come on. It's
Come
2
on.
seconds. You'll be fine.
You'll be on the podcast. It'll be fun.
Come and join us.
Come and join us.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Paranormal is Right.
I scared him. It's the half mark face. Here, I'll
That's
go off.
I guess nobody wants to come on, I guess.
I'm famous. Yeah.
Steve does.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve does. Yeah.
Steve does.
Yeah,
Steve
Steve's
just
my old
commented.
friend from high school.
Hi, Steve. Did you want to come on the podcast and win a prize?
Now he's bringing people on. Everybody's
on.
shy. He's in the United States, so
Where in
he comes
in
up.
Indiana?
Yep, Indiana.
Oh,
Aha,
Christine
Christine will
Hamilton will
play.
play.
Okay, let's see if I can get her up here.
That's my cousin.
All of our friends here. I like the half face mark though. I think this is how's that? That's
That's
good.
what you should do everywhere.
I need a haircut. I'm sorry everybody. I've got the weird eyeballs going. This is old age at its finest. Cheryl's slacking on cutting my hair, which means I won't have an eyelash tomorrow because she'll be like, for that.
Absolutely.
Are we getting Christine on?
I'm trying to here. I can't find her on the thing here. Let's see.
She lives in Woodstock.
All right, what I'll do then, since I can't find her, Christina, okay? Just answer the question down in the comments there for us all then. I tried to look for you on the invite, but I can't find you.
William
So,
Shatner.
who played the role of Ghostbuster Peter Venkman? Bill Murray, Dan Aikman, Harold Ramis, or Ernie Hudson?
Ramus. I know the answer.
Yes. Thank you.
My
I barely
Ghostbusters show.
remember the movie.
Is that?
Oh, sorry.
She's Googling. Are we Googling?
Go, Tina, go.
Come on, Tina. You can do it.
You got this. We believe in you.
We believe in you. You're going to have rocks, which Cheryl's got rocks everywhere.
I do.
Everywhere. It's our beautiful yard. Ah. She says Bill Murray.
And the answer is
Yeah, you are correct.
yay!
Yay!
Woo!
You win
So
a
this guy
prize.
belongs to you. Okay. Just write your name down here.
She knew it. I knew she knew it. These epic people.
We didn't doubt it for a second.
I didn't doubt it for a second.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She's the oldest cousin in the family.
And where are you
She's the
from?
wisest.
I'm originally from Waterloo, and she lives in Woodstock, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I live.
Yeah.
That means there won't be much of a delivery charge.
Delivery is
You're gonna
free.
save on shipping. It's better than Indiana.
If it's not going to cost me a delivery charge, I could buy a coffee made.
Yeah, we make so much money doing paranormal. I tell you, it's
Yeah.
It's
loaded.
okay, Steve. We didn't want you to do it anyway. The shipping
I
would have
did
been too
want
much.
Steve to do it. Steve's a great guy.
Yeah, I'm not
And
far
many,
from Dundas Street. I'm just down by Belater Street here in Woodstock.
yeah, you can probably hand deliver that one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Cheryl just sitting over my shoulder. Perfect pose.
Uh,
All right, so what else we
Okay,
got going on?
Christine, you might want to, after this program, check your message requests because I don't think we're friends on Facebook or not, but you'd have to probably check your message requests. I'll try to locate you. If not, just send me a message through here. And okay, you either, the question is, do you want to keep it
Holy cow. Good
or
choices. Ooh,
a
this
chance
is the
for
Satan.
the great
This is
time?
the Satan card. Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah.
Now we're given the indecent proposal.
Nice geode.
Insert Jeopardy music.
Do you want to keep it or do you want to go for that? I drove beyond
Drove down what?
Delark today.
Drove
You want to
down
go
the
for more?
names today.
You want to go for it, Christina? Or you going to keep it? This is fun. I really need a haircut. Wow.
Yes, dear.
I'm all fuzzy. Need to shave too.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Melanie, do I need to shave?
You're beautiful just the way you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what's good about being American living in Canada is the Captain America shirt is on clearance for $5. And that's the original Captain America, the good one.
Go for the
She's going
geode
for the
or go.
Geo.
Oh, she's going for the geode. Nice.
Nice.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Remember, September 30th, I believe it's the Saturday, is the day we're going to have the draw. Make sure you stay tuned. Even if you're not staying tuned or not, it'll be broadcasted live. The draw will be casted then. Everybody's name will be put inside a bucket. And if it's, like I said, 4 ballots, you got a chance in 1 and 4. It could be 3 because, some weeks somebody might just keep their gift, and it would
That's
make the
pretty cool.
chances greater. So, okay.
Looks like I got an X on my forehead. Look.
It does look. You have an excellent.
On our phone, it's got a X or a camera reverse. So if I put it like this, I'll have to put a picture of Night Watchman. It's pretty funny. I'm sorry, I'm 4 years old sometimes.
Yeah.
Little
All
things mean
right.
a lot.
Now, what are your investigation protocols?
Well, honestly, it's not to be a jerk, to have fun, to take it seriously, but to argue, not to be respectful. Most often, I find that nerve center. I guess we'll start at the beginning of the night. I've thrown more people out of this group for running from nerve center, where I find you get there, and if you don't get the nerve center set up in the first 20 minutes, you're missing evidence. So if we get there and you don't show up on time, you're gone. If you get there and you don't help me set up my DVR, you're gone. That's my thing. And I tell groups, don't go in and get excited and do the tour and do all the other stuff. Get in and get the gear going because in the first hour is when it's always the most active. I've got
Yeah.
more evidence every case the first hour than the witching hour 3 in the morning, which we're
Yeah.
too old now.
I
You
don't
see
make
me,
it to rushing
Melanie, and
hour.
Cheryl at 3 in the morning. Yeah, we're like
I'm lucky
um,
if I get till 1.
midnight. Midnight's really not a thing, but yeah, it's to get that going now. I prefer to have loud time. Melanie agrees with that. We don't do EVPs. We just have loud time. Couple hours of go around the room with your little REM pod, see what feelings you get, see if you get some hits,
Yes.
and then when it's time to do like an actual EVP session, it's shut up, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't ever let people go alone unless we're in some place that's not really bad. Um, we don't. It's not for the demonic possession thing like that. Besides paranormal psychology, parapsychology, if you do put people alone, it is more intense. They tend their mind wanders. But I just keep the team together in twos, and we're quiet, you know.
Yes.
Um, and then we just go through the night. Now, the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make is when there's a hit at the DVR, they will run to that room
Hmm.
and it runs whatever's going on in that room away. And it's happened over and over. I,
Yeah.
I, I wanted to tell some people because we did have a full body apparition for me. And we were just sitting there watching it. And I was like, stay here. And next time, right when I said stay, the guy took off running and it just dissipated. So that's something that I want people to think about is if a guy has something going on in that room, don't run to it, stay away.
Exactly.
Let whatever's happening happen. Um, and
And
then
one
we'll
thing
say
you,
what experiment you want to do.
one thing you were
Go
saying
ahead, Don.
earlier, one thing you were saying earlier there was you always pair up with somebody. What I was always famous for was getting in trouble by the team because I ended up sneaking off, right? And
Yeah.
there's a few times I went to sneak off and I paid for it because I ended up getting hurt. I either stumbled over something or tripped or something like that. And it's best to stick with somebody because if you actually fall and knock yourself out or something, who's going to find you?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
uh,
There's a great blooper of me running my head into an I-beam at a mill. The mill was built in like 1650. And I ran my head right into that top floor I-beam because it was 5 foot ceilings. And it's comical because you hear me in my young days. Anyone here like to speak to me, and then I'll bleep out the rest that came out of my mouth because you hear
I'm
the loud
sorry,
thud and
Richard.
me just start cussing.
Sorry, Richard, but if you're listening tonight, I know you're on my team, but you're famous for those beams constantly knocking your head off them.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I actually have a Petzl helmet for some places now. If they've got low ceilings, I'm putting that thing on.
I'll post pictures.
Well, that night was another fun night, and that's what I say, to groups. We got more bloopers. Like 15 minutes later, Cheryl rolled right over her chest. She walked in, and you just hear, all I hear was the thump, the thump, the thump. And I'm like, run down the stairs. Oh, there's Cheryl on the floor. She's like, nothing to see, nothing to see. Um,
I do all my
I
own
do my own
tricks.
steps. Yeah.
yeah,
I
I knew
actually
that was
got my
coming.
oldest son. I actually got my oldest son when we were actually in the Blue Ghost Tunnel.
Yeah.
He's walking along, and all of a sudden, you see both of his feet just go like this. And he stood there for about a second there before he went down. And when he hit the ground, he just looked at everybody. You didn't see anything. And he got up and started walking.
You saw
oh
nothing.
my God.
And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we
It,
saw that,
well, it's one night we had somebody brought their daughters with them, and I didn't know that the DVR would render like a see-through camera. And I'm a dad, and I, I had to shut the DVR off and say, "Go have them change," because I'm going to have to throw my evidence out. Oh, there's all kinds of bloopers we've had, but I mean, there's some rules we have is just to be a good person, respect the facility.
Yeah.
We use no tape on anything. We do use zip tie. However, it can't be pulled tight, and we have to cut it and remove it and take everything with us when we leave. I have seen guys tape to old 1800s mills. There's a 2-inch by 6-foot section missing of the stain because they taped duct tape their lines down, which,
I've seen teams actually use that double-sided tape,
yeah,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
and when they pulled that off the wall, it took actually some of the paint and everything with it, and like chunks
Absolutely.
like this, man. Like, I thought, what
yeah,
were you
this,
guys thinking? You
yeah,
know, like, they're like, well, we thought it was double-sided. And I said, have you ever watched the commercials for that? I said, yeah, on brick you can go like that, but I said on a normal wall, I said,
Yeah.
no.
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, because
It
that
just,
drywall and paint's just gonna,
yeah, you can't replace 1700s thing, let
exactly.
alone when they're trying to let people still see it and keep it from falling in the ground.
Yeah.
It's just wrong. So we don't do that. We throw our wires on the ground. Everybody can trample my wires. I still run a wired DVR. The wireless DVR to me is debunkable. Any kind of interference, we'll call it, can happen to a wireless system.
And did you know those zip
Um,
ties, if you pinch them, you can actually reverse them? You
no,
don't
I
have
just
to
rip
cut
them
them?
off.
What's
I didn't
that?
know that. I just
Yeah.
rip them off. I
You
didn't know
pinch
that.
them in the center, and then you can pull them backwards.
I did
Oh
not know that.
wow.
I've actually helped other teams save money on that, eh? Because I said, why you don't cut those? I said, pinch them in the center, pull them back. I said, then they can be reusable.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
my
Good to
hands got
know.
destroyed in a
I even
steel
actually,
accident years back.
I even saved my one buddy. He runs a wrestling company, and he was going through those zip ties left, right, and center, eh? Like you're talking hundreds of dollars in a week.
Oh,
And I walked over
absolutely.
and I pinched the thing and I pulled it back, and he goes, how did you do that? So I showed him, right? And he goes, you know how much money you're saving me? Well, he ended up taking me out for dinner that night.
Nice.
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 So,
Free
but
dinner.
anyway, yeah. Uh,
Winner, winner, winner.
but yeah, just pinch them, pull them backwards. It's better with needle nose pliers because you can get them right in the center. And
Right. Oh, yes.
so,
And it saves on your fingers.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And it keeps your scissors sharper.
True.
But where were we here, anyways? Oh yeah, we're talking about wires and not on the ground and stuff. But anyways, I think it is cheaper to have people crunch your wires than it is to replace somebody's wall.
Absolutely.
You know, and I've actually been into one place and the owner actually apologized to me, and from my experience I should have known better to walk in that spot, but I went over and I actually fell right through the ceiling into
Oh,
the next
wow.
floor. And thankfully I landed on the bed, nobody was on the bed and
It's a good
down
soft landing.
below, so but
Mark, I think your audio's gone again. No. I can see you, but there's
How about
no.
now?
Oh, there you are. Hello.
My hand slid over. Sorry. Cheryl did this. I like the puppet Cheryl over my shoulder. This is our new go-to.
He's a funny guy. He's a funny, funny guy.
I am a funny guy.
yeah. Oh.
What's that?
What else is going on?
So one of the places that I want to go check out myself and you guys have been at is Diablo's Manor.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
I've been
But
there a number
he's
of
like a
times.
7 hour drive from me.
Well,
Yes.
it's about 45 minutes from our house. We could get you there's like a paranormal Bermuda Triangle in that area. There's
Oh yeah.
several great places. Yeah.
Yep.
The Heritage House, the Diablo Manor, the Spencerville Mill. Fort Henry. Um, there's a cemetery I
Blue
don't let the
Church.
public know about, but I like to know
Oh,
about. Yeah. Well, yeah, Melanie, good job.
sorry.
But it's
It's
heavily
not.
active. But I mean, there's stuff there. Scott's neat. It's neat that we went and saw him perform, and then we became friends.
Yeah.
And I would consider Scott one of my best
You
friends.
put him in the cage. Will you put him in the cage? Oh,
He's
yeah. All right.
he's very unique because he traveled with the Carnival Diablo, and he's got a collection of a lifelong amount of paranormal items.
Uh-huh.
The funniest part is people will go in his house and say they're props, which they're
Really?
not, because I saw that right off the
Okay.
bat. I was like, that's a real skull. That's a real
Yeah.
skeleton. He has a taxiderm body in his living room. He has Waldo, which I will gladly say is the third most haunted doll in North America. This thing is active.
Uh-huh.
But we have a lot of fun with Scott, and Scott is a collector of the weird, and he's been to movies. He's I'm jealous. He met Adrian Barbeau, which would be my bucket list. He would be somebody I'd like to meet. Adrian, if you're here, I want to meet you.
Yeah.
Cheryl does too. But he was with Tim Curry, Marilyn Manson. There's the list goes on of people he knows.
Yeah.
But when you go to the manor, it's heavily active, and it's an old Orangeman placed on top of that. So not only has he filled it up with a collection of evil shit, there's it's an Orangeman's place. So it's
Yeah.
very cool to go check out. And I think people should check it out. I think we don't support local enough. Um, Scott has a dinner theater. He gives you a great meal,
Uh-huh.
and then he gives you a 2 hour show, and that show is better than anything you'd see on
It's
TV.
phenomenal. He is a
Right on.
master of what he does.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get him on one of my episodes.
Oh, very good. He actually has the collection that he got from his grandfather and his original circus.
Yeah.
He's just got so many items that every time we're in there, it's like something catches your eye. It's like, did I see that before? No, no, I didn't. But it's all very fascinating and it's all very real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Every time I go there, he breaks something else out. He's like, "Hey, I got an electric chair over here." I'm like, "What? Where in this? Well, okay. Where'd this one come from?"
Random.
It's,
Yeah.
it's random. Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, cool. I think you would enjoy him. The guy has amazing stories. He's allowed us to host paranormal nights there, which are a blast. We usually fill the living room up with 10 people. All funds go to the Diablo Manor as part of our historic preservation that we do. And we spend, it's an amazing 2 to 3 hours of a lot of REM EVP,
Yeah.
uh, do Estes method. I've had Waldo talk through me, which was kind of fun a couple times. We actually had an Estes where I think the dead body and Waldo started arguing
Yes.
back and forth, and then the skull started asking where their body was, and I didn't know the skull was back in the corner, which freaked Scott out because he hadn't showed that to me yet. But there's a female skull he has that's real. So yeah, it's a blast. Scott
Now
is
you make me want to go there even more now, you know.
yeah. You don't really. I mean, like without doing a show, you're missing out. Like
Yeah.
people, it's the best night of my life. I was like, this is what entertainment should be. The meal.
Mm-hmm.
He even sets the mood right, so you actually feel like you're kind of getting ready to get your organs cut out. You know,
Yes.
it's like, did I just sign up for something weird? Am I in a horror movie, or And he would
Yeah.
appreciate that. Um, but yeah, everybody that leaves the place usually is laughing and smiling. Actually, it's the Spencerville Mill. They usually park there when they go to the manor, and we have to stop investigating from 10 to 10:30 when he's letting people out. So, because the laughter can be heard inside our building.
Well, he must do a lot of grounding with the ground or stuff because a lot of photos and that I see him in, a lot of times he's not wearing shoes.
Oh, he never wears shoes.
No,
No, no, he's
I thought
hobbit
he was
feet.
just. I thought he was just being like the spiritual way of grounding
Oh,
himself, you
yeah,
know.
no,
And
that's,
No,
he loves to be walking around in bare feet to ground. You're correct.
you're meeting a
okay,
real throwback person that's really a throwback. And he grounds himself a lot. The yard, we sit out in the yard, get bug bitten. We don't care. We laugh.
hear that,
It's
buddy?
just a,
They get bug bitten and they don't care. And
Oh yeah.
you run.
Oh yeah.
it's
It's like you
Canada,
got to
man.
put this
It's the
one color
national bug.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. We sit out in this yard. Cheryl and I spend a couple Saturdays there just all day.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally we'll do tarot readings for people. Um, and we have a blast. Jess, his tarot reader, is off the charts. If you need a reading, she's very good. And then he brings his old carnival people show up. There's jugglers, there's fire breathers. One of them is a flamethrower, and she's toured with famous people. It's just a
Yeah.
neat group of people to meet and be a part of.
Yeah. Before we head off here, what I want you
Yep.
guys to do to let my clients know from the past that I don't do paranormal investigations anymore.
Yeah.
So anybody up near the Ottawa Valley, you said, area,
Yep.
Yep.
give me your information and whatnot so they can give you a contact. And because if they can send me a message, I'll refer
Absolutely.
them to you
For sure.
guys. So
Yeah.
I'll let
Just
you guys go
check,
ahead.
check out our Facebook page. That's where we have everything listed. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Um, we have a YouTube channel that we don't use as much, but yet we have all of that. And there's a link there that you can send a message. NightWatchmenTeam@yahoo.com if you want to reach out to us directly.
You can also contact Melanie. She's usually our booker. Melanie Thompson. She's seen her here. You can friend her on Facebook. She's single, by the way.
Stop.
Or just contact me and I'll send you guys directly to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Like
Yeah.
we'll go as far as Toronto. We could go Kitchener, Waterloo, Barrie, Sault Ste. Marie. If we had to go there, I would go. Quebec City, 100%. I'm all down. If
And
somebody's got something there.
what I'll do later tonight is the article I wrote for you guys last year. I'll get it
Yes.
posted up on this group here or this page for you guys. That way people get to know more of what you do and stuff. They can read it and so on. I wrote that article like a year ago, so you got to remember they're just
Yep.
not as big a team as what they used to be, but they're one of the best across Ontario. And yes, I said that correctly, one of the best. You don't
Thank you
believe
very
me?
much, Bob.
Thank you.
Ask Diablo's Manor or yourself because they go there quite often. He can give them probably a good reference as well. So this is a good team. Everybody, you need them, contact them.
Absolutely. Reach out. We'll be happy to talk to anybody.
Yeah, our goal if we come to your house is to make you comfortable there, not to get you to leave it and sell it and burn it. So we've been around some really bad stuff the last few years and we're still having fun.
And I want to thank you guys once again. Well, guys and ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
Gentlemen.
you.
Watching team. So,
Gentlemen.
I'm so used to
Very,
saying,
very much appreciate. We really appreciate you giving us this opportunity.
Yeah, it was
it's my
great talking with
honor.
you, John. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good talking to you. I'm sorry about the delays at the start.
Yeah.
No problem. It's technology these days, and
Yes.
Yeah, I'm old man. I don't get it.
I've sent Zoom links out to people before, and they're like, "Can you resend that?" And it's like I resend it, and they're like, "I still can't get on." And it's
Josh reminds.
It's a crazy world,
and
man.
then you look at them and say, "Well, you got Messenger," and they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, I'll hook up through there." And either way, I get across to them. So
Yeah, well, then I'll come back sometime. I'll bring some evidence with us
okay.
and we can break that down. I got a few things coming up soon, so it'll be fun.
Or if you want, you can slide me a couple videos, and I can post them right on the page for you. And
Oh, super.
Awesome. All
alrighty.
right, John.
A few of those.
Okay. And if you're ever down in my area, reach out to me. I can send you to quite a few areas that you guys
Oh,
would love.
great.
That'd be
So,
cool.
Awesome.
okay?
Awesome, Mom. All
All
right.
right.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, everybody. That's our episode for this week. I'll see you next week at a haunted historical location, and I'll reveal that location next week, as it's a secret right now. Plus, I don't want a crowd following us around, so this is why I'm going to reveal it when we get
Good
to our
plan.
location next week. So,
All right.
all righty.
Have fun next week.
Okay. Hope you can
Bye.
join me. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.